Hello dear colleagues, my name is Oleg Prishepa, and in this video we'll discuss the situation that we have on Trading Hero strategy. We got a stop loss on GBP to USD, and we're gonna find out why and if it would be possible not to get this drawdown in any case. So let's start from the numbers themselves. So you can see the drawdown here. Actually, nothing extraordinary happened. We didn't reach like the drawdown, the bigger drawdown that we had previously. The total loss that we got on this deal was minus 20%. It's for my deposit because it's a little bit lower than the standard one. I think that for most of you the loss should be around minus 18%. Speaking about the monthly result, we have minus 17.87 for April, and if we're gonna look at the trading platform MetaTrader 4, where we can see the exact number that I lost on my deposit of $10,000, it's 18.5%, so 1,850. If you're trading with $5,000 deposit, it should be 2 times smaller. So let's figure it out, like why actually we got the stop loss. There are two things that made this configuration a deadly one to the strategy. So first of all, we had a very strong movement that took more than 500 pips with almost no correction, and the bot simply could not close the trade with profit. I created the rectangle actually to show this movement, and if you want to investigate the past to see if we had such kind of situations where we had this kind of movement or even bigger movement, you can actually do it like yourself on your PC, and you will see that we had some kind of movements like that. But in any case, we had a correction around like 1,000 pips, maybe 900 pips, or maybe 1,200 pips. I mean that in any case where you can see that we have a huge movement like this one we had in February 2021, you can see that there were several situations where we had more than 800 or more than 1,200 pips of the correction. In this case, the market simply didn't give us any chance to do it, because actually to close 6 deals with profit, we should have at least 700 pips of correction. If the movement will be smaller, it's not possible to close it. And speaking about the deals we were opening, actually everything was done according to the plan, and like we simply didn't get a little bit more here to close our trades, our 4 trades with profit. So that's why we got this loss. So it means that we had a huge movement is the first reason. The second reason that the configuration was that we didn't get the necessary correction to close it. Let me show you some deals from the past where we had the situation with 6 deals. Obviously that we had them in the past, and we already ran through these situations, and we were closing these deals with profit. As far as I remember, we had the similar situation in February 2021. You can see we had 6 deals, and if you remember, as I said, the correction that was necessary to close this deal is, you can see it, it's around 700 pips. And if we speak about 4 deals, obviously that we also need like some bigger correction, like around like bigger than the one we had, like around 500 to 550 pips. Here, unfortunately, we had the correction from the 4th deal around 300 pips. So it means that robot simply could not close like this trade according to the strategy. Then we have the next question: what would have happened if we didn't put a stop loss? It's very simple to calculate the loss that we could have at a certain moment when you know the total amount of lots opened and you know the number of pips, the distance that market has covered with the moment. So to do it, we need to find all of the deals that were opened by this algorithm. It's GBP to USD 0.8. And we need to summarize all of the lots that we can see here. So to do it, like it's very simple. We can start from the lot side, as you can see here. So we have 0.02, then we have 0.04. Here you can see. Then we have 0.10, 0.1, then we have 0.23, pardon, 24, plus 0.58 and plus 1.4. So we have 238. This is the price actually of 1 pips. If you remember, for GBP, USD and other movements where dollar is not the basic currency, the lot price is $1 for 1 pips. I mean the fifths, the 5 digits digit quotes. And we can calculate the distance that market actually covered during the last day, like the current day even. So we have 800 pips around. We simply multiply it by 800, and we can see that it's around 1,900. So it's similar to the loss that we got. So it means that if we would have not closed the trades at this moment, we would have got this kind of loss. As for me, like this risk is really huge. It's more than 30% of the deposit. It's even around 40% of the deposit with multiplier of 1. It's a lot. Speaking about multiplier of 2, it's around, like, I think you know, yeah, around 80% of drawdown. So obviously that we cannot allow us to risk too much. So it means that when you trade carefully, you're risking actually like 17–18% as I was telling you at the beginning of the year, when we added several new strategies and we diversified these strategies with 2 additional robots. Now we have 7 bots that trade simultaneously here. So now you know the technical picture of the British pound situation, and I hope you understand that the reason why bot closed this deal here is like simple, to prevent the like further losses. Because actually I was calculating without averaging, because if you can see, we increase the lot size each time. If we'll increase it one more time, believe me, the speed of losing of money in case of the movement would have been like catastrophic, absolutely. I can simply show you the situation we had when COVID started, just to show you the difference. So this is the movement of 5,000 pips, and this is a movement of around, let's say, like 17, but let's say like 15, more than 15,000 pips. The difference between this movement that looks like much more scary and the last one that we had, that inside of like that movement we were having the corrections, and we were closing our deals here, for example, here and here. So we had some kind of corrections inside this huge movement, and actually this situation, it allowed us to close the deals at the earlier stage, like with 3 deals, with 4 deals, with 5 deals, and then come up like to peak again, to start from the beginning. And that's why I was telling you about the configuration, that not only the size of the movement, we had 9 candles in a row, 9 falling candles in a row. It's a huge movement, yeah, and more than 15,000 pips, but we survived during this movement. Why? Everything is simple. There were corrections inside, but in this case, no. So I hope it's clear. If not, feel free to ask any questions, and let's go ahead and check all the next currency pairs, because we still have some currencies to discuss, not only GBP to USD. Speaking about GBP CAD, everything is okay. Finally, we broke the support line of the previous lateral movement that we were discussing, I think, 3 weeks in a row, and finally we broke it, and we actually got some profitable deals here. The next currency pair is New Zealand to Canadian dollar. I think it's an actual pair to discuss, because we have 2 robots here, and one of them already closed the chain of 5 deals with profit. You can see it right here, and it already started to trade again. But we have the second bot that also has 5 deals. You can see it right here, and it's still gaining new positions. And the reasonable question you may ask is, how long we can stay in this drawdown, and what is the capacity of this bot. So everything is actually simple. We have maximum 8 orders with this robot. Now we have only 5. So it means that we are not even on a halfway, not even on like 30% way, because we gain position step by step. We simply increase our lots. Depending on the currency pair and robot, we use different multiplier. It can be like 2, it can be less than 2, or more than 2. I can say that for my situation, for NZD CAD, I have 0.02 starting lot. If you copy it with $5,000, obviously that you have 0.01 as a starting lot, like to start copying this trade. The maximum capacity of this bot is up to $650. For my situation, it's $1,300, $1,300, and the current drawdown is 264. With a maximum capacity of 1,300. So it means that we still have around of like 75% of the capacity of the strategy. It doesn't mean that we can hold on 2,000 pips multiplied by 3 more. No, obviously it will the deposit will be reduced much more faster, because we are increasing our lot sizes, and the number of trades also increases. But from the technical point of view, speaking about New Zealand to Canadian dollar, the situation is, as for me, is much more better than the one we had on GBP to USD. First of all, we are close to the previous support level that obviously will be able to trigger some kind of reversal movement, because it this support level actually duplicates the previous support level from the one we had in May 2020. So it's around from 400 like maybe to 500 pips. Obviously that we will be able to hang on with these deals for NZD. So as for me, everything is clear. One robot closed with profit, another one is still gaining positions, but everything is it goes according to the strategy. No extra movements here. Speaking about Australian to New Zealand dollar, we have broken the uptrend, and we actually closed 2 deals, 2 buying deals with profit. Everything is okay. And Australian to Canadian dollar, everything is also pretty clear. We closed the first chain of orders with a profit of around $50. Then we closed another order, and then we sold and bought, and we actually there was a moment where we were actually hedging the position, so we were buying and selling simultaneously. But in difference to the locking profits or locking losses, we have different exit points. So that's why it's possible in our case to make profit both with buying positions and selling position. It depends only on the time when we close each position, and that's all. So here is the basic information about the current situation. If you have any questions what to do next, my answer is simple: I continue trading. You may do the same. As you can see, the robot actually it continues to trade, and due to the statistics that we have, like this robot is able to recover itself during 1 year if the volatility will be enough. If not, I think it will take from us maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months, depends on volatility, to cover this loss and move on. And also, according to the statistics, we have around 1 stop loss per year. So we got stop loss this year. Hopefully it will be the last one. It's not a guarantee, obviously, but these kind of moments, they are really rare, and we cannot forecast them. We actually stopped trading. If you remember, we were not trading during the months. We're tracking the situation around the war, and actually we decided to resume trading when we saw that there is no extra volatility, and we have nothing to be afraid about, and everything was fine during the months. We started trading around 18th of March for if we speak about GBP to USD, and within a month and 10 days we got a stop loss. So that's the life, you see. So we cannot forecast when we're gonna have extra volatility. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I continue trading with this strategy, and I plan to move on. And if you have any ideas, any suggestions, feel free to ask me. I hope that the historical statistic that we have still, it's as for me, is good. We earned from the beginning, we earned 70% of profit, and we started trading in, let's say, December 19. We can say at the beginning of January of 2020, because we actually were not trading during the months of war. And we have, let's say, for 2 years and 3 months, we have 70% of profit. I think it's a good result, and this result we got with a multiplier of 1. If some of you are trading with a multiplier of 2, it can be 140%. So we'll keep in touch. Feel free to ask any questions, and we'll see you next Saturday on our usual weekly overview. Have a good trading week.